You guys had a little bit of excitement with the Olympics and this big digital distribution. Tell us a little bit about how it went, maybe some takeaways and where it might, the implementation of your technology and what that might mean for the future.
Yeah. So the Olympics was actually a really exciting time, and I think in many ways it changed the way that people think about consumption of video. Obviously the Olympics is mostly a big screen kind of environment, but we found that the BBC in particular had so many visitors on actual browsers that the old idea about people catching up on mobile devices, people using devices to check up on things, maybe rewind, share things over the water cooler, that kind of stuff, actually really did happen. So we got a tremendous amount of usage on those second screens, not just for recapping stuff, but actually also as the primary consumption device. So this shows that video consumption, and especially sports events and that kind of stuff, actually is a multi-screen phenomenon. It really is. We have the technology now to make great quality video down to any kind of screen sizes. I was in the velodrome at the Olympics and we were watching the cycling there, but people were watching on their mobile devices other events going on over a wireless connection. So I mean, we are now connected. It is possible to have that great interaction with content in different ways on different screens.
Great, and tell us about the issue about serving ads into those live streams. I mean, I know obviously the BBC was ad-free, but give us an update in terms of putting ads into, serving ads in real time.
Yeah, sure. So, there are basically two models that you have for monetizing content, monetizing video content. You've got subscriptions, and that's a well-known model, and you've got advertising. The problem with advertising has always been, it's been like a poor cousin to what goes on TV. On a TV experience, you get those ads, they're high value, there's a big business around those. On devices, it's different. A lot of people have just put ads onto those devices, the same ads as went onto the television. IP technologies change the way that we can start to do ads now. So what we're seeing now is people being able to really target the right kind of ad to the right person on the right device. And of course relevance is the key concept here. If it's a relevant ad, you get the click-throughs, and that model then becomes a true monetization model.
So tell us about the advertising market. You have a huge ad network as well. How is sort of the marketplace shaping up?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of change in that environment. What we're seeing is marketing and video ads actually are starting to come together now. I mean, previously doing video ads was much more about the technology and reusing what you did on the television, those kinds of things. Now, with technologies like primetime and Auditude, we've got the ability actually to give marketeers the control of advertising around. So now suddenly we have a synchronized, we have a unified approach to branding and messaging and advertising across display, across video ads, and across any other kind of screen.
Great, and just briefly, you've been at the show a few times, I think, right? What's happening this year? If it's a little early, it's the first day, but what are some of your thoughts about the changes in the industry?
So yeah, there's a lot that always changes each year when I come to IBC here. There's a tremendous amount of interest, and not just interest, but technology around the IP delivery. Going straight from camera out to IP is a big thing, and you'll see lots of different stands around here with that kind of technology offering. We all talked about it last year, but people have actually got the kit here now to show you that kind of live pushing through to the internet. And I think that really shows the coming of age of internet television. It's now a first-class citizen, it's got its own rules, it's got its own technologies, they're established, and it's now become part of that marketing, that monetization across all different devices.